Greetings, family of light, my divinity and love to you and yours. I welcome you if you are brand new, and if you are returning, many, many thank yous. In love and light and gratitude, I appreciate you for appreciating the channel and the love that you bring to it and share with all. Yesterday I channeled the energy of Prince William, and for many of you that have listened to it would have probably noted the heaviness, the density in the strength of my voice and energy. And that reading was not as long as I usually channel. I needed to end that reading, not abruptly, but as quickly as possible, because Spirit could feel it brought intense gravitational density into my energy field. And having done that, because of the toxicity and poisonous energy that flowed through, as much as I do not feel it energetically when Spirit takes over, I began to feel it. And there was a reason for it, and I shall explain. It is very, very transparent that what is happening is right before our eyes, but still we are veiled from it, showing the strength and power that has the ability to penetrate many levels of life, of existence, without a person realizing how energy shifts from one to the other in a moment. So what I am saying is, be cognizant of life in general, not in this particular situation. If you feel drastic or dramatic energy shifts that turn into the opposite of light, do not discount it as just a mere headache or a pain or a feeling that arrived from just nowhere. Your soul is living and thriving and speaks to you through your vessel, your body. And I was made to feel that energy so I could relate that to you. Not that it is my first time. I have been doing this work for a long time and have felt it many times before. But the reading, the energy that came through the reading yesterday was so dark, so demonic, so evil. It is dangerously fearing. But when we give in to fear, we fuel it. So the motto is love, has always been the energy from Spirit. We act, we speak, we think, we feel, we do from love. We should be doing from love. And I believe that if you make love a life companion, you will come into soul reunion. It will bring you into oneness of your divine consciousness And it won't be an outward search. It's an inward realization, an inward heart connection. Today I'll be channeling the energy of Princess Catherine. It was intended for me to do that yesterday, however, energetically it was not compatible. So I bring that energy through today, and I must admit I do feel the heaviness pulling in. Not so much in all of my body, but just in the heart center. I did receive a download today, and I was told Princess Catherine is like a sleeping beauty. The fairy tale energy that began at the onset with Princess Diana, both sharing the same titles. Like her, a sleeping beauty is a repeat of Sleeping Beauty. The same fairy tale in a different chapter. The same title in a different timeline. So we will see what comes through the energy for Princess Catherine. But I received another download this morning of William, and this is in part of reference to the reading I did yesterday. So for those that have not listened to it, please do. In yesterday's reading, I recall saying that in his name is W-I-L-L, the first four letters. Will. His will power. Will he do? Will he not do? These are the questions that we are asking, not realizing how much of the will is in William. But further to that, in today's download, very early this morning, unaware, busy on my way, doing what I do, Spirit drops in information and says, William. So I said, yes, William. And then I was clicked into yesterday's energy of the W-I-L-L. So I said, yes, it's the first four letters of the name, and I've said that already. And then I was told to reflect on what I was reflecting some time ago, a few weeks ago, of the complete vibration of the name. And I did. And I was told, or received, I am. William's name is W-I-L-L I-A-M. The I-A-M is the I am. Now reference to that is the third card that fell out of the first deck that I shuffled. Behind that card, unbeknown to me, was a fourth card, the Devil. If we recall or have a look at the beginning of the video, we will see that that card was almost stuck behind. And I do remember saying the card was stuck behind. And I must tell you that this is the deck. This is the very deck I'll be using today. This is a very thick and heavy dense card compared to the others that I use. Right? So gravitationally, if that card fell out, it would have split open or separated. But it's stuck behind the third card as the fourth card, being the Devil, And I made a note of saying what I felt was how close that devil card was stuck on behind the work of the devil. I don't recall the full video because I haven't watched it. When I channel, I'm not in full awareness of everything. I've got to go back and listen to the information, and I did not do that. So I'm receiving bits and bobs from Spirit now. So where am I going with this? In William's name, his I am is at the end of his name. Behind, almost forgotten. So he is not in his I am presence. He's in his will presence. I will. I will. Everything is I will. He wills his will. And he forgets his I am in the will. The I am presence is your divine consciousness presence. When you summon your I am from a heart-centered space, you literally call out to Spirit and they come to you. Because you connect on a higher vibratory level. When we use I am in a sentence, we literally, quantumly connect with the I am consciousness of the supreme realms of light. And it is important what we consciously create when we do that. So for example, if you say, I am happy, you need to feel it, to be it, to enjoy it. When you say, I am a loser, you're inviting that energy to you. Through the laws of attraction, you attract what you vibrate at. The I am in his name is forgotten because he has invited the energy of the dark, the devil, which is now stuck onto his will and has separated from his I am consciousness. And it was important for him to be in that consciousness in this lifetime. His soul agreed to carry the vibration of change in a positive energy. But he chose, consciously chose, not to do so. And that is where free will comes in. We create contracts in the higher realms, in the higher dimensions, with many masters of light, many ancestral teams, all souls that we will be sharing a current timeline with. No soul is with us by accident. That word is non-existent. Coincidence does not exist. Chance does not exist. It is through divine contract, arrangement, synergy, synchronicity, agreement. It is fixed, signed and sealed, stamped in the higher dimensions. 90% of who you are is what you chose to be. The 10% is your free will here. You have the choice and ability to change a few things, not to break the rules, but to flex them. I want to buy a car. It's in your contract, you will buy a car. The choice of your vehicle is your free will. The color of your vehicle is free will. How you choose to take care of that vehicle is your free will. And that's what it's about. And with that 10%, we restrict the divine intervention and interference to a certain degree. Because we signed up that you will not step in unless it is life-changing. Right? So when we build and accumulate negative karma and it affects the collective consciousness, the divine will intervene for the greater and higher good of the collective and not just for the individual. So as I've said yesterday, transform anger, etc. into love. And I know it is being questioned. Why should we feel love or send love to something that is so negative? Because if you don't, you add to it. You become part of that karmic equation. And let me repeat, you become part of that karmic equation. And you will continually fuel it through energetic attachment. And the only way to dispel or repel darkness is to smother it with love and light. And when the force of love and light surround that, encompasses that, in its strength and its purity, the dark must go. It must leave. It must end. Darkness, negativity, and so on. But because the human is in a space of ignorance, fear, lack, limitation, enslavement, conditioning, etc., we do not connect with our I am presence because we don't believe it exists, because we believe that whatever we ask for cannot come to us. So we disbelieve in the power of that manifestation. And that is because you continually fuel it. So you attach to it. And you will be drawn in deeper and higher into that vibration. And it will be harder for you to see the opposite of it. And therefore, it will always be my request for each and every one of you that have not awakened, that are searching, that are here as part of the channel to grow, to learn, and others that will come, need to understand the energy and the power of love. And when you do that, you will be in your I am presence. And that energy will have a resounding reverberation through the cosmic parameters, and inevitably will return to you through the energy band of infinity. What you give out is what you get back, the boomerang effect of energy. The universe, the creator, does not pick and choose. Every contract is sanctioned in the higher dimensions and with each and every one of our approvals. So when we return to source and we read our scroll, we're shocked, we're embarrassed, because what we've agreed to set out to do and complete was hardly ever touched. And we return to repeat a cycle with that karmic baggage and what we will newly accrue. So the devil, the darkness, will continually follow and attach and remain with him until and if he learns that he needs to step into his I am presence. And then only the will of the world will be righteous. Thank you. Thank you for listening. Thank you for being patient. It was quite a mouthful. Let me go. Spirit, show me. Bring through the energy of love and light to the channel, to all the viewers listening, receiving healing through the voice, through the information. I ask that you bring through Princess Catherine's energy. Give me 3 cards to invite her energy and reveal her state of being, whether it's in body, in mind, in heart, in spirit, as collective. Please bring her energy through. Thank you. That's too many. That's almost a quarter of the deck. Please give me 3. The cards are very heavy today. They do not want to speak. The 5 of Wands with the 8 of Cups. I won't be taking the 8 of Cups, but it shows here continuous conflict and battle. Every day something new is coming up. Every single day there's a different story. Something to fight about, something to control, something to manipulate. And it is in the media. And it's an energy that, not just the speculation, but how much are we taking and how much are we leaving? What will we take and what will we leave behind? How much of gossip and negativity? How much of past information that is fueling the current, but the essence of the current information is being misdirected? What else? The Knight of Swords. This is the Star card. A wish fulfillment. Somebody's wish to go into swift battle is coming true. So this conflict that's taking place on multiple levels, in multiple ways, is a strategic plan to clear the pathway in front for this person, for a new wish to be fulfilled. And I am told a similar vibration of energy or energy channel came through in yesterday's reading about this. A person is clearing his way, his path, at lightning speed, at the speed of wind, slashing through everything to achieve this goal, wreaking havoc in his path, taking life if he or she must, to win, to be the star, to have a wish fulfilled, to have that dream life or that goal. But there's a lot of war going on for this. I am not taking this card. I'm just showing what the underlying energy supporting it is. Okay, here we go with the card falling again. And this card fell out in reverse. The 7 of Pentacles. Everything that was worked hard for to build the foundation of the monarchy, whether it was done in light or dark or both, is toppling. I do remember in Queen Elizabeth's reading we had the Seven of Pentacles. And I do remember, because I did watch a little bit of it, where she says she worked hard all those years to cultivate, to build, to grow wealth and make that strong. She did rule very well, in light and dark, but she did. She had it together. She was at the helm. She steered. She was confident, being a woman. She did magic that the masculine energy at this current timeline cannot do. And at that time, we were told that they're losing it and will lose it because the energy is not in the right frequency, and that is love. And she did speak about William in that reading. So this is now nearing that the toppling of this wealth, this institution, is imminent. And the reason it is imminent is because the person that is steering this now, that is planning to steer it as a future king, is operating, is processing, is working and acting, being and thinking in conflict, in war, in a dark energy, and will lead to a quicker, as quickly as he wants to reach his goal, he is just as quickly toppling the monarchy, bringing it to its knees. And he was meant to bring change in the institution, but he is changing it for the wrong reasons. And we know I don't do reverse cards, but for these readings I am told to keep my cards in reverse. Alright, let's move on. This is not Prince William's reading, but he is showing up because Princess Catherine is showing us how this is collapsing. And it's no new news. It's an affirmation reaffirming an old one, confirming and validating previous readings in little episodes. And she says she was slashed out of this equation just as swift and quickly from many, many episodes of battle and conflict. And the wealth, her personal wealth, her integrity, her dignity, her respect, her values, her virtues, is being crushed at this time. Give me 3 from this deck, please. I am using the deck that I used in Prince William's reading at a different time, and Spirit has permitted the deck. So show me 3 cards. Courage. More. Patience. And we have wild. courage. I lived and I did with courage, with honor, my duties. It took great courage for me to learn, and many times I've been discouraged. I felt I was no longer good enough. I was made to feel. I was pushed aside. And I began to question and question. I began to feel discouraged. I was kept in the dark for many reasons. For many years. This is my sadness, my patience, effortlessly in your eyes, keeping it together. And rowing the boat alongside. With great courage and great pain. Wild. This journey has been wild. From the wild, the freedom, the unknown of my younger years. Carefree, adventurous. I had to be tamed. I was trained. I was groomed. I entered into this willingly and with love, great love. My innocence, my authenticity as a woman is today bloodied and stained. I am blemished. I am no longer a portrait of innocence. I am being blemished. A different color is being painted over me at this time. And it makes me angry. She's left in the dark and someone's taken her light. And she's reaching for help. and the energy pretends, or the person pretends, not to see her. There's a lantern here showing that very little of light was left to the end, and she still calls out for the light. Her energy, her spirit is unrested. What I'm asked to show you is 15 and 30. 15 is half of 30, showing how she was halved and divided and separated in no time. So much was taken away from her. And virtually, seemingly non-existent. What I am asked to show you, which they say pause before you pick up a deck, is that today I chose this particular centerpiece. You can see it, but it's not about the wings here. It is about the color. It's talking of these shades in the centerpiece, which is giving a very similar expression of her, feeling bloodied from head to toe. Her entire image is colored, painted with a different brush, a different color. Untruth. And she is very angry. Okay. What would you want us to know about what is happening, about all this media of you and this photoshopping, and Prince William having taken this picture? Show us. 5 of coins. Give me 3. 2 more, please. We have, that's the World card. 1 more, please. And we have, what was trying to come out is the 6 of Wands. Okay. It came out in the upright, but it fell in reverse, so I'll take it in the upright. We have the 5 of Coins, the World card, and the 6 of Wands. This is poverty. This is being stripped of your wealth. Being denounced. Everything gone. And that is it. That's what she says. I lost everything. It was taken from me. not a loss from my side. It was taken from me, and I was reduced to nothing, left barren, lonely, out in the cold and nowhere to go. Not just the financial wealth, but who I am, my children, the wealth, the greatest wealth, my children. They mean the world to me. They are my world, my legacy, my legend, my blood. The vibration of this card is also showing how negatively she's being painted in different colors and scenarios. She says, more will come. Many attempts to continue to defame and demoralize me, to blame and shame me will come. It is just but the beginning. And that is what is being given to the world, for someone else's world. For someone else to win in this world. Six of Wands is victory, triumph, a win, a celebration, jubilation, coronation. And we spoke about that drive and rage to win with the Knight of Swords, slashing through any thicket, any obstacle in its path, using the sword in an outrageous mentality at wind speed to achieve what we want, to win, to portray itself to the world as a winner. Is there anything else from this deck before I move to the next deck? Two of Swords. This is me showing you that I was removed from life. And I say this in a vibratory context, energetic. I was removed. Everything was taken away from me in the physical. I lived pretentiously in the end, and I pleased the world as well for the sake of the kingdom. I hid behind my own walls. I had no choice. I was blindfolded from the truth, and I do know a lot of truth. But you are very blindfolded from the truth too. In this case, I was not thrown to the wolves. I was left to try and cross the ocean. And we know that it is not possible. I am no longer who I am. So I feel what she's saying here is, be very cognizant of believing energy surrounding her or who she is. Let me ask for one more. Well, there's the Knight of Swords at the bottom of the deck here. So that is confirmation of the first Knight of Swords. Leaving her behind and rushing off to create this own path, this new path, this life of fulfillment, new fulfillment. Give me one more. What is going on after the Two of Swords? Show us. The Ten of Swords. She said, I am no longer, or I'm not who I am. Because she is no longer and not who she is. Betrayal, pain, suffering, beyond, so deep, all at once, little bits, but it came crashing at once. Sleeping Beauty. This is the message, the download I got. 2 words, Sleeping Beauty. And what does this look to you like? Sleeping Beauty. Okay, so let's move on to another deck. Queen of Pentacles. This is who I would have been. Queen of Pentacles. The mother of 3 children. Future queen. Alright, so you start off with the Queen of Pentacles, who you should have been. So show us, Spirit, what is going to take place about Princess Catherine, about her energy, about the situation, what is coming to light, or what can we expect? The 5 of Cups, mourning, grief and sadness. There's a great mourning coming, grief and sadness. For this that the world expected was rejected and ejected. The 7 of Cups tried to jump, and let's see here, the Hermit. am hidden. The truth is hidden. What you are knowing as current news and information is old news and information. It is hidden. It is untruth. It is made up, fabricated. If you understand, it is lots of hard work to make it real. But it is not the truth. The truth is yet to come to light. I am holding the torch. I am holding the torch. And ask you to pray for the truth to come to light. But I must tell you, it will not be the truth. But pray, for miracles are possible. There may be some truth in what you hear, but importantly, you need to know. Go on. The moon. I want to show you, this is now a third time we are seeing the Knight of Swords. Can you see that? The Knight of Swords. So this Knight of Swords energy is being used so freely, disrespectfully, to just cut everyone out, slash through everything, end everything, and do as I please. Because I feel I can and I will. Having said that the truth needs to come out because it's in the dark, be aware that it will still be elusive. You will not get the full truth. This card in this card there is a crab. That is the Cancer energy. Prince William is a Cancer. And with the wolves, he is protecting this information, guarding it. And can you see that candle? I do not have my AC on today. It is a very cool day compared to the months of what felt like a heat wave. Almost every day we have probably 5 or 6 degrees cooler today, and I do not have the AC on, and we've had a very good breeze as well. So that candle is moving, the flame is moving, and the other one is almost dying. And how odd that is, because they both were burning at the same time at any given time, lit together and put off together, showing you on one hand there is barely any light, and in the other down this row, there is a great call for my light. Here, my light was taken away from me. Can you see the light going out? This is my light, the little that I have, still shining brightly in a great call for justice. The truth, you will never hear the full truth. From this particular institution, it will never come. I am not who I am. Remember these words when you think you see me. I am not who I am, or who you think you're told I am. If at all, some light comes through, some information, but it will not be the full truth. Someone's determination to win. Seven of Cups tried to come out earlier. I did say that to you, but I'm not taking the card. But I think what I am being shown here is to focus on this card, the Judgment. Judgment is sanctioned by the higher dimensions. We are waiting to receive it, and much is in abeyance because free will is playing out until an official announcement of some kind. The ball is not rolling. It will remain still. This is my heart's pain. This is the color that you see me wearing today. My heart's pain. So there's so many cards here, so let's see. The first one is the King of Wands. We have the Nine of Swords and the Nine of Cups. All right, we'll take them all three, Spirit. The ambitious future king, whose head is up in the clouds, who's off the ground and needs to come down because he's got a vision of his future. The power, the strength, the stamina, the ambition, the craft, the so-called charisma, and kind of an elegance and air about himself that he is. The anchor of the future, but he is not grounded. He's up there somewhere. And to get there was a great sacrifice. He made a great sacrifice to get there. Not yet, but in his mind he's there. to have everything, to leave me with nothing, to take away everything from my life. The bottom of the deck is the Six of Swords. And usually I would say someone getting away from a battle as a winner. But I leave here in this boat. There's my boat. And I want you to see the color of this boat matches my outfit. This is who I am. Cloaked in darkness, in sadness, rowing to nowhere, carrying with me, taking with me all my pain and suffering, and my achievements. The star. For someone's wish fulfillment. It is not mine. No more. Justice. Well, that is why I needed to see what was under the deck. Here we go. That's where we stop. The justice. The call for justice. Please, do not give up on me. Do not give up on me, I cry. My heart is aching. My heart is breaking. People of the earth, please hear me. I want you to feel me. Oh God. Please just give me a moment. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, Princess Catherine. Thank you, viewer, family of light. Do forgive me for breaking down, but it was an overwhelming energy that I felt was building up from yesterday. And I must tell you that when I started this reading, or before I started the reading, I started preparing for the reading in prayer, in grounding, in connecting, in communion with Spirit and choosing the decks. It began to thunder, and I have not heard thunder for many weeks. And as I began, the tears are rolling at the moment, but outside right now, it has started raining very heavy. I have always been able to smell the rain before it comes. But today, I hear it. So that is symbolic of how not just I began to tear, but the non-physical world is tearing. The ethers, nature, the heavens, the divine is talking about this cry of help, and she is crying for help. And let this rain cleanse the earth energetically and physically, spiritually, from all the pain, and wash it away. I have permission to do a reading on the Middletons, and that will be the reading I upload after I post Princess Catherine's reading. I thank you, I love you, I thank you for your light, your connection. Please continue to spread light over the situation and the children, to yourselves, to your families, to the entire world. Stay blessed. Until next.